Joel? Did you go somewhere with your parents or something?
Oh, hi, Ada.
No one was in the house when I woke up. You didn't tell me anything, but did something urgent happen?
I'm going to Hawaii right now.
What? Hawaii? Do you mean the Hawaiian Center or something?
No. I mean the American state of Hawaii. I'm going to bring my mom and dad on a 5-day vacation. You're about to give birth, so you can't go on the plane, which means that you're fortunately going to have to stay. Sorry.
Hold on. Do you remember that I'm supposed to be giving birth 1 week from now?
Yep, that's why we're planning to come home 2 days before you do.
There's a possibility that the baby is going to be born before that. Can't believe you would go on a trip abroad on your own at a time like this.
It's fine.
What makes you think that this is fine? Do you have any proof?
My mother, who has experienced childbirth, says it's fine. So what she says must be true.
What? Your mother said that?
You're just too anxious. Oh, it looks like it's time to board the plane.
Wait!
I'm telling you it's fine.
Nothing about this situation is fine.
I'm going to turn off my phone now.
Joel!
I'll be going now, bye.
Good evening, Ida. Good evening, Clara. I know this is a bit sudden, but do you mind if I come home to my parents' house tomorrow? What? Tomorrow? I tried contacting my brother and parents, but they wouldn't reply, so I contacted you instead. You see, I finished with a project I was working on at work, so I was able to get a sizable vacation. It's the weekend, so why don't I just go home? I suddenly thought to myself. You're about to give birth, right, Ada? I could come and help you if you want. Oh, it's fine if you don't want me there. I'll just stop by the house in the afternoon and stay at a business hotel. Well, you see, even if you come visit, no one's here except me, so... What? Everyone else went on vacation to Hawaii. Hawaii? Do you mean the nearby Hawaiian Center? The Hawaii in America. What? Sorry if I have things wrong, but aren't you supposed to give birth soon, Ada? If I remember correctly, it's less than 1 week now, right? Are you at home by yourself? Well, yes, I am. Huh? What's the meaning of this? I'll come and help you over there as soon as I'm prepared. Thank you. If I drive at night, I'll probably be there around midnight. Clara, you don't have to overexert yourself, you know? You just finished with your work, right? Aren't you tired? You being on your own when you're about to give birth is a bigger problem than me being tired. If you start to feel pain before I get there, then call a taxi or ambulance, alright? Oh, I'll contact my cousin who lives nearby. She's a trustworthy person, so you can count on her in the worst case scenario. Thanks. You're a real help, but don't overexert yourself, alright? Yep, I'll be careful.
Hey, Ada, the sea in Hawaii is so beautiful. You would have been able to see it if only you weren't pregnant. It's such a shame, I guess. Oh, that reminds me. Mom had something she wanted to tell you. Just because you're home alone doesn't mean you can just relax and not do the household chores, she said. She said to make sure that there's not a single piece of dust when we come home. and to prepare hot baths for us. Oh, and she wants you to make Japanese food for when we get back. Well, I told you what she wanted me to tell you, so bye.
Brother! And to think you were such a jerk for not contacting Ada even once ever since you went to Hawaii. What was that you just sent her now?
What? Clara? Did I tell you that we were going to Hawaii?
I heard from Ada.
Huh? Did Ada seriously rat us out or something? She went out of her way to tell you, who lives so far away, about it? What a loser.
I came home since I'm on vacation.
Huh?
I was able to get a sizable vacation, so I asked Mom whether it was fine if I came home, but she wouldn't reply. I asked you and Dad about it too, but you also wouldn't reply. So I told Ada about it, and she told me that you three went to Hawaii for vacation, even though it's less than 1 week until she's supposed to give birth. Are you three insane or something?
What's with the insult? Besides, I'm only going to Hawaii to show Mom and Dad filial piety.
Filial piety?
It's Mom and Dad's 30th anniversary. It's what people call the Pearl Anniversary. Once Ada's child is born, it'll be difficult for us just as a family to go on vacations anymore, right? Mom kept saying that this was our last chance, which is why I brought them to Hawaii.
That's not the problem. I'm saying that leaving your wife, who's expected to give birth less than a week from now at home, on her own, is insane. I'm asking you, what in the world do you think you're doing?
I already told you. We planned it so that we would be home 2 days before she gives birth. Why do you have to be so aggressive towards us? We have this planned out.
The baby's already been born.
Huh?
Ada started experiencing labor pains at midnight the day after you three took off for Hawaii. It was only a few hours after that I had rushed home after hearing the situation and arriving.
Seriously?
Thankfully, I was there to help her, so she was able to safely give birth that evening. Makes me shiver thinking what might have happened if I hadn't by chance decided to take a vacation. And if I hadn't decided to contact her.
Are you being serious right now? Like, is what you're saying actually true?
Yes, I'm being very serious right now. As serious as I can get.
Then why didn't you contact me as soon as the baby was born?
Because Ada didn't want me to tell you.
Huh?
It seems that Mom's bullying of Ada was pretty severe, huh? She made Ada, who was pregnant, do almost all the housework, and would always insult her, which gave Ada a lot of stress. She even forbade her from going home to her parents' house after giving birth, right? She said that you just stood by and watched, too. Dad, too, did nothing, as he usually does.
Hey, why do you, who live so far away from home, know that much about us?
This is all information from your neighbors.
What? Our neighbors?
It just means that even though it seemed like they didn't see anything, they were in fact watching you people. Given the situation, don't you think that putting you three, the source of Ada's troubles, into contact with her, who is weak after giving birth, is unthinkable?
What do you mean the source of all Ada's troubles?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Ada's parents are also here, obviously. Of course, I told them everything.
You what?
They said that once Ada gets out of the hospital, they're going to bring both her and the baby home with them.
Hold on, wait. You intend on not letting Mom and Dad see their grandchild? I'm the baby's father as well. I have a right to see it.
I wonder who the people are who put so much stress on Ada's body, which just gave birth to a baby in the form of bullying. Oh, that's right. It's you three.
Uh,
Don't you understand that there's a possibility that what you three did could have seriously hurt the baby? I've never even had a baby, yet I do.
no, but
I'm cutting ties with you three.
what?
You see, there was something really important I wanted to tell you guys during this visit.
Something important?
I wanted to acquaint you three with my boyfriend.
What? You had a boyfriend?
Yep, he proposed to me recently, and I said yes. He's here with us right now, actually. We were talking about showing him to my parents and getting their blessing for our marriage during our visit, but he says that we don't need the blessing of assholes that just leave someone who's about to give birth in 1 week to go on vacation to Hawaii. I personally agree to his opinion.
Hold on, Clara. We should at least talk through face to face once we get home.
If that's the case, you can talk to the lawyer.
The lawyer?
It's mostly going to be about you and Ada's divorce.
Divorce?
Yep, my fiancé's brother is a lawyer. He introduced us to another lawyer who is good at divorces.
Don't be rash, Clara. Why are you suddenly our enemy? Do you intend on betraying your own family?
I don't want to side with people who have thrown away their humanity, even if they are family.
Hey!
By the way, I'm going to go with my husband to his overseas assignment. Don't expect to ever see me again.
What?
Bye.
Hey, Ada. Our family is falling apart because of you. It's your fault for not wanting to give birth until we got home from Hawaii.
What do you mean, wait to give birth?
Ada!
In truth, I was intending to ignore your texts and not reply, but since what you said right now was just so dumb.
What? Dumb?
The day of birth is just a prediction of when the baby is going to be born, not some sort of set date that we decided. Didn't I explain to you several times that the baby could be born at any moment? You thinking that it would be alright for you to get home 2 days before me giving birth is honestly extremely dumb.
What?
Your mom should at least have known this, but still, she decided to leave me. Who's supposed to give birth in 1 week at home on my own? Despite you being my husband and my baby's father, you never noticed the intense harassment your mom always gave me. You're a failure of a father.
What did you say to me?
To be honest, I want to go all out and insult you three, but I don't want to risk saying any insults that would be at a disadvantage for me at court, so I'll refrain from it.
Hold on.
Please contact my lawyer from now on.
Reconsider this.
Goodbye.
Ada!
I thought this was going to be a long battle, but I was able to divorce Joel relatively quickly. And since he didn't even vie for custody of the baby was handed over to me. I also had him pay up front both the alimony and the child support money. Apparently, his mother said he would find Joel another girlfriend, and his parents gave him their retirement savings. But even when Joel was able to get a girlfriend, someone from the neighborhood would tell them about the incident he had with me, so he had trouble bringing the relationship to a marriage. Not only that, but Joel fell seriously ill, and as an after effect, he became infertile. This caused him to panic and try to reunite with me, but my family already moved and he could no longer contact us. So, he gave up. But now he realized that he no longer had my money. Apparently, the alimony and child support he had to pay me, combined with the medical bills for his treatment, dealt quite a blow to his financial situation. It seems the three of them have been doomed to a life of constant work under the whip.
Hey, Mr. Gibbard. Are you available for a few minutes? I just have a few things I want to ask you about the files you gave me earlier.
Ugh, seriously? Can it wait until tomorrow?
Didn't you say I had to submit everything by tomorrow?
No. The general rule of thumb in the corporate world is to say things are due earlier than they really are, especially when assigning something to subordinates.
Oh, really? So that means I don't actually have to submit everything tomorrow?
No, that's not what it means. Submit it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I'll have to put in overtime to finish writing everything. But I've been doing overtime a lot lately, and I was hoping to go home early for a change tonight.
Jen, listen up. Your job ends when it ends, not when you decide you want to go home. If you're satisfied with the progress you've made and think it's ready to be submitted to our client, then you can leave. If not, then unfortunately that means you need to stay until it's done. Your name's gonna be stamped on it, not mine.
I understand. In that case, I'll stay in the office until I finish.
Understand that I gave you this assignment because I'm an expert on assessing my subordinates' abilities and decided you'd be the best to do this. That's my job. Your job is to get everything ready for the client by tomorrow. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, you have. Well, in that case, I'd like to talk to you about the files now, if that's okay. I'd prefer not to discuss the client's information over text messages. By any chance, are you still in the office? If not, I wouldn't mind talking over the phone.
I'm in the car listening to a podcast right now, so I'd rather not talk right now. I'll call you once I park.
You're in your car right now? Does that mean you've gone home already?
Yeah, I have. Is there a problem with that?
No, it's not a problem. It's just... You said you chose me to work on this assignment, but really you're the one who's responsible for it, right? I get the feeling that you passed this off to me because you couldn't be bothered with it.
Do you have any idea how busy I am? I'll be working at home as soon as I get back. And if I have some dim-witted employee like you asking me a million questions, I'll never be able to finish everything I have to do. Who do you think you are? How dare you try and make it seem like I'm slacking off?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to come off that way.
If anyone's wasting time, it's you. If you really want to go home that badly, put your phone down and get to work.
You're right. I will. I'm really sorry, but there's one last thing.
Wow. Does it ever end with you? I really need to talk to the higher-ups about having people put their personal phones in a locker during working hours. I'm getting a headache from reading all these pointless text messages.
I'm really sorry. I wanted to talk again about my resignation.
Oh?
Have you heard anything from Mr. Andrews? It's been about a week, but I still haven't heard anything from him. It's a little strange.
Nope. Haven't heard a thing.
I see. Next time I see him, I'll ask him directly about it. Maybe I'll ask to set up a meeting.
I think it's better if you don't do that. Need I remind you, Mr. Andrews is a very busy man. He's running this whole company, after all. He probably just hasn't had time to address small issues like your resignation. You'll just come off as needy and annoying. He'll get to it eventually.
You think? I feel like not moving forward as soon as possible would cause problems for other employees. I don't want to get assigned to something only to have to leave halfway through and make someone else have to finish it for me.
If you're worried about causing trouble, then don't quit in the first place. Do you have even a single brain cell in your head?
No, I am leaving the company. I've already decided that. I thought I made that clear in our discussion when I let you know.
If I'm being honest, I don't think you provided a valid reason. How about you rethink everything before you hear from Mr. Andrews?
Excuse me?
I mean, come on. You were being a baby. You're stressed, so you're getting sick, and your time of the month is late sometimes? Come on. I don't think those excuses are good enough. Show me anyone who doesn't feel stressed from their job.
Those are perfectly valid reasons. Both I and my family feel they are.
Huh. Kids these days just don't know what hard work really is. My wife raises our kids and does everything around the house, even if she doesn't feel well, and I've never heard her complain once about it. If her stomach is upset, I'm nice enough to lay out a plastic bag she can put in her pocket if she doesn't think she'll make it to the toilet in time. You should take a page out of her book and toughen up. There's no place in this world for weaklings.
Excuse me?
Let me give you her number. I'm sure she'd be happy to teach you a few things. Like how to fight through your own selfish desires to finish the task that's in front of you. In fact, I'll text her now and let her know you want advice from her.
No, thank you. While I appreciate the offer, I guess I'm going to have to decline.
As your boss, I'm ordering you to learn from her. It'll boost your work productivity. Text her before it gets too late. Got it?
Fine. Okay.
What do you want? I'm taking lunch right now. If you have yet another pointless question, just save it for later.
It's about my resignation. I just happened to run into Mr. Andrews. When I asked him if he's read my letter of resignation, he said he had no idea what I was talking about. What's going on?
I have no idea. How could he have read it?
Huh? Because I gave it to you, explaining to you I was leaving the company and asked you to pass it along to him. We even texted about it the other day.
Yeah, you did. But did I ever say that I'd give it to him? I don't remember ever saying I would. Go back and read those texts and see if I ever said I'd give it to him.
Are you serious? Is that something you even need to say?
If I didn't say it, why would you assume I would? Don't jump to conclusions.
This is ridiculous. I handed it to you, told you to give it to him, and you said, I understand. What more needed to be said?
Prove it.
Huh?
Like I said, prove it. Prove that I said that.
Why do I need proof?
Because you're accusing me of something. If you're going to accuse me of not giving it to Mr. Andrews, prove that I ever said I would in the first place. Something's not right with you. I think you might be hearing things. Do you have voices in your head or something? Maybe you should take the day off and go to a psychiatric hospital.
Excuse me? How could you possibly treat me like I'm the one who did anything wrong?
Because you have. And if you have no feelings of remorse for accusing me of lying, then I'll have no choice but to report this incident to Mr. Andrews. We can't have someone with questionable mental health at this company. It's a major liability.
Oh, cut that out right now. If anyone is mentally unstable, it's you.
Ha! Yeah, right. You know what? I think he does need to know about this. What does it matter to you? You said you want to quit anyway, right? I'm gonna assume you'll be taking off all your projects and they'll be given to other employees. Guess you can't avoid causing trouble after all. Ha! Heyo! Too busy to pick up my call? What are you doing right now, Jen?
Working overtime?
Haha! Again? You must really like staying late. Have you ever finished anything within normal working hours?
I would've, but you threw something on my desk last minute as you were walking out the door to go home.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry about that. Actually, just forget about that for now. We're all meeting up at O'Reilly's pub. Come down for some drinks. George and Alan are coming too. It's a real sausage party right now. We need a woman to balance out the vibe.
I'm not going to drop this to come out. We need these reports first thing tomorrow morning in the meeting.
Finish it when you get back. Why don't you come down and take a break? You can pick up where you left off later. Taking breaks is important. I'll buy you a drink.
I'm not going to take work home with me if I don't have to. Sorry, but maybe next time.
Wow. You're such a wet blanket. Anyone else would drop everything to come hang out with their boss. You're not still mad, are you?
About what?
You know, for telling everyone at the office you're not mentally stable. Not like it's my fault or anything. You're the one who accused me of lying. Don't take it out on me.
Take it out on you? You told people I belonged in the loony bin because I was upset you didn't pass off my resignation like I asked you to. So, yeah, I'm still a little upset about that.
Didn't mean to cause offense. Maybe you should take a good long look in the mirror and see who's really to blame here.
Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, I'm busy right now.
Huh, fine, be that way. And to think I was considering throwing you a going away party. I mean, it wouldn't have been a very big one. I don't think anyone would have come. Oh well, I guess I won't bother. I heard you gave your letter of resignation straight to Mr. Andrews. What an idiot you are. You have no common sense, do you?
What other choice do I have? You obviously wouldn't give it to him for whatever insane reason, so I had to do it myself.
I thought we were done with this whole thing. Whatever. Honestly, I probably should have if it meant you leaving sooner. I feel bad for your new job for getting tricked into hiring you. It won't be long before they realize, too, how incapable you are.
I'm not sure you have any right to call other people incapable. Like I said, I'm busy. Is there anything else you need to insult me about?
Fine. Get back to work. Try your best not to cause any trouble for these last 2 weeks. Especially to me. Jen, I want to thank you for all your hard work. I know there were times this job was a lot, but you really held your own. I hope you take everything you've learned and what I taught you to your next job.
Thank you. It was tough, but I got through it.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect to get a response from you.
Huh?
To be honest, I thought after everything that's happened between us, you'd never talk to me again.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, there has been a lot of unnecessary drama. But I figured I should have the decency to say goodbye.
That's right. Glad we can end on good terms. Anyway, remember that bar I told you about the other day? O'Reilly's. What do you say we go? We can have a proper going-away party.
Sorry, I've already gone home. It's a bit too far from where I live.
Ha ha ha! Still a wet blanket until the end, huh? Fine. I guess I'll just get straight to the point.
Go ahead.
I have a really big favor to ask you. I want to spend just one night with you.
Sure.
What? Really? You agree? Are you sure?
Yeah, no problem. I guess we'll never see each other again, so what's the harm?
Wow. I'm the happiest guy on Earth. Actually, I've always had a thing for you. That's why I always wanted to work closely to you. It's also why I never handed in your letter of resignation.
Oh, that's the reason?
Sorry about all of that. But are you 100% sure you're okay with this?
Yep. When do you want to do it?
When are you free?
How about tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Wow, so soon, huh? I'll clear my whole day. How about around 7? I'll make a reservation at a hotel. I'll be waiting for you.
Great.
Jen, where are you? I've been waiting here for an hour.
I'm sitting on my couch eating chips.
What? You said we would spend the night together.
I don't remember saying that.
What?
Did I specifically say I am going to spend the night with you? I don't believe I did. Go ahead and look back at our texts.
You didn't need to say it. You implied it. Is this your immature way to get back at me? Just because you quit doesn't mean you can do childish stuff like this. Don't think I'm going to let you get away with this.
I didn't quit.
Huh?
Plus, I'm not doing anything to get back at you. I'm on my way over there right now.
Oh, that's great news. Looking forward to seeing you.
I'm almost there.
What's going on? What did you do? I heard a knock on the door, and when I looked through the peephole, I saw Mr. Andrews standing there.
That's right! He knows that you tried to get me to come there.
What? Why would he know that?
He didn't believe me at first. Thanks to a certain someone who spread salacious rumors about me. You texted me right as I was saying my goodbyes to him yesterday. The timing couldn't have been better. He was white as a ghost when I showed him your texts.
Are you serious?
Yep. Then we talked all about the reason why I decided to leave the company. For example, all the unacceptable language you've used towards me. All the work you pushed onto me when really you were the one that was supposed to be doing it. Once he heard all of that, he said, I can't let you leave under these conditions. I'll take care of this myself. Please, hold tight and let me sort this out. In the meantime, please reconsider leaving, he said.
I'm so sorry. I'll get on my hands and knees and apologize for everything I did to you. But you gotta get Mr. Andrews out of here. Tell him this was all a big misunderstanding.
Why would I do that?
What do you mean? I'm gonna get fired if he sees me here. Please, I have a wife and kid.
Oh, speaking of your wife, ever since you gave me her number, we've been texting each other so much. We're really close now.
You're...
Yep. She told me all about how you scream at her until all the work around the house is done perfectly. She said she's been waiting for years for a good excuse to divorce you. Well, I granted her wish. I took screenshots of our conversation yesterday and sent them to her.
What?
Man, you're in a tough spot, aren't you? You're about to lose your job, and yet I bet you're about to get slammed with alimony payments.
This is all your fault. I'm going to get my revenge on you.
Can't you take responsibility for anything you do? You pass your work to me, and now you're passing off the blame to me. I don't think you're capable of doing anything yourself.
Pick up the phone!
Don't waste your time trying to call me. Just worry about opening that door and facing the music. Mr. Andrews is waiting for you. After a few minutes, Mr. Gibbard finally opened up the door. Mr. Andrews verbally ripped him apart. He fired Mr. Gibbard on the spot. He went home with his tail between his legs, only to get slapped with divorce papers from his wife as soon as he walked through the door. His wife immediately left home with our daughter to go stay with her parents. He lost everything in a matter of minutes. If it were anyone else, I'd feel bad for him. But thinking back to how horribly he treated me, I don't feel one shred of regret for what I did. Mr. Andrews personally apologized for what happened. He said he felt responsible for all of this happening right under his nose. He persuaded me not to resign for the time being. I agreed, working for a little while longer, but eventually wanted to move on to something new. After everything I've been through, I feel like I can take on anything that comes my way.